Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Saturday's other fight between Victor Kami and Teofimo Lopez could also have an impact on what happens next year with Vasily Lomachenko. What route is he going to go? Now, we all know that Vasily Lomachenko was promoted to franchise champion. Whatever the hell that means. But, nevertheless, Vasily Lomachenko will have some decision-making to do on what his next move will be. Will he immediately jump into the ring with the winner of Victor Kami, Teofimo Lopez, or will he take a tune-up fight and then he'll get in the ring with those dudes? You know, I think Lomachenko's last fight was August, September, I think. Somebody fill in the comment section when was his last fight. It was somewhere in between then. But Lomachenko was supposed to have another fight that was supposed to take place this month, but he decided that he's going to shut it down for the remainder of 2019. So he's going to return sometime in 2020. So the question is, who will it be against? Now, Devin Haney was his mandatory, or they ordered him to fight Devin Haney, and he basically was made the franchise champion, so he basically wouldn't have to fight Devin Haney as of right now. Me, myself, I think he should have took that fight. It was better to fight Devin Haney now than try to fight him in a year or two from now, because I think Devin Haney gets better and better each fight. At the end of the day, sometimes don't pay attention to people sometimes when they say somebody got exposed. Sometimes it's just that they fight a tough opponent. Everybody is not going to have the same game plan, and everybody is not going to have the same fight style. That's what make you an elite fighter, a complete fighter, a good fighter, when you are smart enough and have the ring IQ to make adjustments. That's what you're supposed to do. That's why they call it ring generalship, because you trying to figure out your opponent. It's not just coming in there rock'em sock'em robots. Well, some people like that style, where you just basically throw a bunch of bombs until somebody eventually get caught and go down. The art of boxing is to hit, not get hit. And, you know, so at the end of the day, Lomachenko has some decision making to do. Now, I've said this before, Lomachenko kind of, based off his body language, some of the things he said in interviews, that retirement is in the cards, and that is on his mind. If you look at Lomachenko, if you look at Lomachenko in some of his fights, he struggled with some of his opponents. So you wonder, is the wear and tear from him having all those amateur fights? I mean, good grief, the man had like over 400. I don't even think you need that many amateur fights. I mean, good grief. I think at best you probably only need like maybe 150, 175. I don't even think you need 200-300. I think that's enough experience. I want y'all to think, if a fighter in his pro career at the very least fights 40 to 50 times, then you talking about 400 amateur fights? Really? That's still wear and tear, man. So at the end of the day, you wonder if Lomachenko, his age is starting to catch up with him, or whatever the case may be. Because to me, I've seen signs that Lomachenko is slowing down. And you have to wonder what happens if they put him in the ring with one of them young, hungry lions. I think Lomachenko probably is looking for a certain fight that he could cash out at. I think he's looking for a cash out. I don't think Lomachenko is going to be doing this too much longer. And I feel like this. I say this all the time when it comes to boxers. If you don't feel you can do it no more, if your heart ain't in it, then get out of it. Don't fight for money, and don't fight because everybody keep telling you to fight. You get out when you feel like it's time for you to lead. So if Lomachenko was feeling like, hey man, I'm thinking about, retiring, then hey, more power to him. I don't really have a problem with Vasyl Lomachenko. I've talked to him. He seemed like he a nice guy. His fans, that's a totally different story. That's a totally different story, or his so-called fans. But if Lomachenko is looking for a way out and he's looking for a certain payday, then, let's do it, Lomo. But at the end of the day, one of those big paydays may involve you having to fight somebody like Tank, which I think Lomachenko would fight Tank if the paycheck is big enough. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm out.